I can remember expecting this to be much worse. X2, released in 2003 and directed by Bryan Singer, starring pretty much everyone from the last one, along with Brian Cox, Alan Cumming, Aaron Stanford, Shawn Ashmore, Kelly Hu, Daniel Cudmore, and everyone from the last one. Production budget of $110 million with a worldwide total of $407 million for a profit of $297 million, less all marketing and associated costs. Okay, interesting. This was an interesting film. It was a sequel, so sequelitis often will occur, and it does in this one. However, not to the extent that I was expecting. I was expecting more of a collapse of the comic book lore, to be honest. I was also quite happy to see so many scenarios, themes, scenes, and storylines from the first movie continued in this one. This really does feel like two parts of one story. I found that degree of continuity delightful. It really built on what was already there, and that's important in these sorts of films, especially in a sequel these days. I honestly find sequels to be, well, you can quite often bank on the fact that the first is the best, second's okay, and then third is either as good as number one or better again. That's pretty much true to any series at the moment. It doesn't apply to Lord of the Rings, but not many rules do. Now, while this movie admittedly has some very cool sequences, Nightcrawler's attack on the White House, Stryker's attack, wrong universe, Stryker's attack on the X-Mansion, that was also very cool. The Battle of the Dam at the end, whereas the X-Men take the fight back to Stryker. While those sequences were quite engaging and cool, the rest of the film actually kind of felt a bit uneven. The lines, delivery, tone, pacing, the lot would just move on you. This made me curious, so I checked it out. There were 6 writers for this film. The first one only had 3 writers, and the third one in this series only has 2 writers. I think that uneven, unsteady feeling that the movie puts across sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, has probably got a lot to do with 6 different writers all having their say. Oh, Captain America 2, Winter Soldier. That was excellent. Okay, that one's different. All the previous actors did a very good job. In fact, Cyclops in this one, I found his dramatic acting really quite good. At the very end, where both Logan and Cyclops are grieving, both at the moment it happens and afterwards, I really enjoyed that. I thought that they did a very good job. The actor who plays Cyclops, I can't remember, James Marsden? Yeah, criminally underused. I really think he didn't get a good deal out of this. I think Cyclops generally didn't get a good deal out of these movies. Speaking of criminally underused, Kelly Hu, who played Lady Deathstrike in this. Another one that really should have got a bit more screen time, because she is a very good actress, and I was sad to see her get so little to do in this film. Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, right, there's another one. Look at my notes here, I've got LOL Cigar. I'm not really sure why that's there. Oh, that's for one of the rare funny moments in the movie where Logan puts out the cigar in his hand when he goes into Cerebro. I thought that was kind of cool, especially his reaction to that. Over the top, very, very unmacho of Wolverine at that point, and I like that. Oh, and watching Jean Grey's power set, that ramp up considerably, and the fact that her control over it wasn't quite as quick. I did like that. However, it went from 0 to 100 real quick. Third act, she's off the chart. First, okay. Second, yeah, pretty good. Third act, wow. Bursting in the flames, the glowing red eyes. It's just that we got it at the end, and then we didn't really get to see her do too much. The original Spider-Man sequel with Doc Ock, there's another. So overall, look, the story is fairly full on. It's actually quite uncomfortable at times. There are some sequences there that you just feel uncomfortable watching, not because they're badly done. They represent the social dramas and the whole outcast and hated by friend and family routine. They portray that a little too well. So props to them for making me personally feel horrible a few times. Oh, and Mystique. This is like the Mystique showcase movie. We really got a great example of what Mystique can do in this film, and that I really liked. Okay, well, that's great, Murray, but what are you going to score it? You know what? I was thinking about this, and in many ways it's superior to X-Men 1. And then in many other ways, it's inferior to X-Men 1. It picks up in some and drops the ball in others. So as far as I'm concerned, this one ends up being about as good as the first one. I'm quite happy to leave this in the middle. and to be honest, I enjoyed it a fair bit more than my memory told me I would. So that was nice. There's my short, sharp review. Hopefully it made sense. I'm really quite tired. I may have to come back and do some reshoots. So comment down below on the Facebook page. Have I been accurate in my assessment of the X-Men movies so far? What do you think? Show my review to your friends, but most importantly, hope you're having a great week and you get some time to go and watch a movie.